Hustle, hustle, yeah, hustle.
What up, y'all? It's the one, the only Prophet McFly. It's my rant of the day. So, yesterday we discussed, or I discussed, how it's all in you, right? All them Nike vibes, like I said. So I go do it. Today I want to, leave something that I left out that's quite valid in this go do it attempt. You know what I mean? And it's time. In reality, if you're out there every day putting the work in, making it happen, the only obstacle you really have is time. That's the only thing that's slowing you down. It's the only thing that creates a pace. I guess rest too, right? Like you gotta sleep. You can't just not sleep. Speaking as an insomniac, that shit is quite impossible. Eventually your body catches up with you. So it is what it is. But time is a unfair and fair obstacle. As you get older, time is moving faster because it's perceptive. The more time you experience, the faster time goes. That's why when you're a little kid and someone's like, oh, you got time out for 10 minutes, you're like, 10 minutes? Now, nigga, I could nap 10 minutes, not even blink through that shit. I've collected quite a lot of 10 minutes in these years I spent on this planet. And even years, like you think about it, when we celebrate a year, celebrate a holiday, what we're in fact celebrating is just a solar cycle. Like, oh, our planet made it around the sun again, you know? But unfortunately, I unless you know how to do this, I don't know how to bend the forces of time. I don't know how to alter reality at that level where time is no longer at times obstacle, at times an exercise in patience, at times a necessary like step. Some things do have to take time. You rush through them. I'm speaking from experience. I've banged out set list in an hour and then done the set and played like 4 songs off the set list and went in a completely different direction because I didn't put the time in to make sure the piece of work I was doing was tight, you know? And that's not commonplace, but it happens. I'm sure if you think in your life there's times when you rush through things and instead of accomplishing something faster, you ended up just wasting time, burning your wheels, wasting resources, wasting energy on top of it. And this is a lot of different like equations to express what I'm saying, but essentially is if you're going out and doing it, the only obstacle you have is time, and the only way you can defeat this obstacle is not by not wasting your time, not spending your time on your goal, but spending it tactically and efficiently. There's a stat that came out this year or last year, the bubble season in the NBA, about LeBron being one of the most effective players, and they came to the determination after realizing that his average speed was about 3.5 miles an hour. Average NBA player speed when playing is about 4 to 5. Average soccer players is about 8. So he was moving really slow. What they realized is that he wasn't moving slower. He just picked his spots better, way better. So much so that this whole plays he took off because he didn't need to play, you know. And basically, what we're seeing is by year 37, LeBron James has evolved to, which we never really saw Jordan do, to a super efficient player where he was conserving his time, using his time wisely. But at this rate, he can effectively catch up to Kareem and play 4 more seasons without wearing out his body like Kobe or Jordan or other players did at the end of their career. So, time's not always an obstacle. It's not always standing in your way. But I guess the purpose of what I want to say today is use that time wisely. Get up, go out and do it like I said, but do it right. Do it well. Do it informed. Do it properly. Sometimes that requires patience. Sometimes it requires more time than you're willing to commit, but make those decisions. Don't let those decisions be made for you. You don't become a victim of time. Before I get out of here, like, subscribe. The link in below is last week's episode of Politically Miscorrect, and this week we're going live at 7 p.m. So, if you are available, fuck what you are. Use your time wisely, tap in. It's Politically Miscorrect on Grand Forks Best Source. I will share the link once we're live on my Facebook as well, so you guys can tune in, tap in, listen in, and watch me fight off this week's Republicanisms. It's interesting as fuck to hear some of the shit they blatantly just regurgitate without even forethought. But I'll save all my opinions and all that jazz for the show. Just tap in. And that's, I know you can watch it on gfbestsource.com directly. But like I said, I'll share the link to last week's episode on YouTube in the description for this video, so you can at least find your way from there. And I appreciate y'all, every single one of y'all. I hope you guys are using your time wisely. And if you don't use your time wisely, don't beat yourself up about that shit. Like, learn from it. That was all the part of what I was saying yesterday. Like, mistakes happen, especially if you're out and about doing it, you know. All these famous billionaires, they normally have a story where they took a huge L before they got to the huge win. Just thinking of the Cash App guy, for example. So as long as you learn from your mistakes, it's not a biggie. But that applies to time as well. And now that I've taken up a couple extra minutes of your time. So with that said, I'm gonna go back to using my time wisely. I want to thank you guys for tapping in, tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, do all that jazz. I go by the name of Prophet McFly, your favorite DJ, and this is your rants of the day. Keep it positive, y'all.